All right, there, Charlie Browns. I tried to figure out how to send this to you, record it on the laptop so that I could give you a flip back and forth between looking at my mug and the screen, point at some stuff, but it doesn't want to work, and I want to get this done so I can go sit and relax. You may hear a bunch of craziness upstairs. There's people over and young ones running around. All right, let's get to it. The whole premise of this is to develop good nutrition habits. This is not to starve yourself. This is not any of those kind of things. What we're trying to do is develop good nutritional habits. I'm going to go through what the meaning of the meal plan, some quick questions that were addressed at the orientation, and then just a couple of my two thoughts, or my 2 cents. Yeah, because I only have two thoughts. All right. When you're looking at your meal plan, everything is color coded. Blue is for protein, yellow is for fat, red is for carbs, green is for veggies. Depending on what meal plan that you are in, it tells you how much of each of those macros you should have in your meal. Follow the plan. So I am looking at a 1.75 plan. My breakfast would be half of a serving of carbs, a full serving of protein, full serving of vegetables. Right? Then I would have a shake. Then lunch would be the same thing. Half serving of carbs, full serving of protein, full serving of veggies. I would have a shake at some point, and then my fat would go into my evening with no carbs, right? So I would have a full serving of fat, full serving of protein, full serving of veggies. That is what I'm going to eat throughout the day. I'm going to drink tons and tons of water, and I'll tell you what tons and tons means. When you're looking at the list, right, there is not a comprehensive list, meaning that it is not the only thing that you can eat, but it is pretty much what you should be eating, right? Like, just stick to the list for now, and we'll tell you guys how to adjust later. Protein, the size of your palm, right? Not with my fingers, just my palm, the size of my palm and the thickness, right? That's about a serving of protein. That's going to be your 6 ounces. We're talking about fat, you're talking about your thumb, right? Like, just think about like how much, like, that is a tablespoon of almond butter, right? Not a scoop this big. Carbs, fist size. Veggies, fist size. That is 1 serving, right? And we're talking about the veggies and the protein. This is pre-cooked, right? Pre-cooked. There are no fruits in this except for some berries at the beginning. Or I'm sorry, some berries, and they are considered a carb, right? Fruit has sugar. Yes, it is natural sugar, but fruit has sugar, and we're trying to like detox off of that stuff. What else? You can pretty much eat. Wait, where am I? Skipping ahead. Well, let's go there, right? A couple of you are on the lean mass program, right? Like, you're trying to gain lean muscle. That is also designed to get you to drop off any extra body fat that you have. So follow the plan. You do get 1 cheat meal a week, and it can be whatever you want it to be. If you're doing this with a partner, do not eat that cheat meal in front of them. That's my public service announcement to your relationship. All right. At the bottom of your sheet, it says you can eat whatever you want as long as it's 0 calories. I believe it's just poorly printed, right? If you are on the lean mass program, obviously your cheat meal is going to have calories in it. That's part of it, right? If that shows up anywhere else for my other people, what that is saying is that you can eat anything you want as long as there's 0 calories, right? Water has 0 calories. Coffee has 0 calories as long as I'm not putting anything in it. What I do want you to watch out for, though, are the fake sugars and the that make things sweet that are 0 calorie. All right, I'm gonna get to that. What else? Oh, all right, protein shake, right? This whole plan relies on you having a couple protein shakes throughout the day. If you did not order the About Time protein, you don't want to get cheap protein, okay? If you're going to the store, you're looking for a protein that has somewhere around 2 grams of fat or less, somewhere around less than 15 grams of carbohydrates, and 20 grams or more of protein. You also want to look at the ingredient list and look out for a whole bunch of like added crap, right? We are trying to reset our bodies and trying to start working on creating better nutritional habits. Okay. What else? That's the base guidelines, right? Some stuff that came up in conversation at the orientation. People ask about a couple different things, and can they have this? Can they have that? The short answer is, if you are trying to convince yourself that it is okay, then it's probably not. Right? One of my favorite sayings is, "I will not co-sign your bullshit." So if you're sitting there trying to, finagle some bad eating habits or bad choice by, it has zero this and it's that, and just don't eat it. Right? Don't eat it. One of the things that did come up was in the fat category. It has coffee creamer, 1 pack of coffee creamer. That's that non-dairy coffee creamer that sits on a counter and doesn't have to be refrigerated and all that. It's probably not so good for you, right? If you're going to put something in your coffee, it should be whole fat, heavy whipping cream, right? And a serving, 1 tablespoon of that, right? Dairy does not show up on the plan much anywhere other than cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and a little bit of that creamer. The reason why is that dairy has lots of fat, it has fat, it has protein, it has carbohydrates. It's a very interesting compound, and also not people don't tolerate it nearly as well as they think sometimes. So when we eliminate it from our diet, we can get an idea of how well we actually tolerate it. As far as the cooking oils, you want to stay away from corn oil. What are the other ones? I, of course, am blanking on the high inflammatory oils. I'll make a list of them and text them to you. Basically, stick to olive oil. Stick to, no canola oil. Stay away from canola oil. Bad stuff. Olive oil if you need some cooking oil, right? Just keep it simple. Coconut oil is a little bit, a serving of that, I want to say, is half of a tablespoon, because that stuff is potent. You don't need a lot of it. There's a recipe book on the Facebook page. Use it, right? Download it, print it out. In the recipe book, you'll notice that the recipes are color-coded to let you know, is this a protein fat veggie meal? Is this a protein carb veggie meal? What is it, right? Use the color coding, make it easy on yourself. Meal prep, right? Go grocery shopping and meal prep, right? One of the things that Kim suggested was come up with a couple meals, a couple of your breakfasts, a couple of your lunches, a couple of your dinners. How many of those are you going to eat in the week? And then go out and buy that amount, right? This is going to help make you successful. If you don't meal prep, you're going to be scrambling, and it's not going to be pretty, right? You're not going to succeed that way. What's the other bit? My suggestion, right? Look at what you're allowed to eat. Find the stuff that is recognizable. Find the stuff that you are used to eating, stuff that you usually eat, and do that for the first week or two, right? Don't try to implement a whole bunch of new cooking strategies and any of that kind of stuff, right? Make it as simple as possible. After you've done that for a week or two, if you need to, if you want some variety or whatever, that's when we look at our recipe book and pick a recipe or two that we want to try out, and we try it out then, okay? If any of you follow Kim on Instagram, you'll see that she eats pretty much the same damn thing for lunch every single damn day. And that's okay. As long as we are eating clean food, you're going to be good. Um, oh, no added bullshit, right? I'm going to say it again. One of my general rules of thumb that Jen and I have used for years now, 5 ingredients or less, right? So when you are trying to decide if you should buy something or eat something, grab it, look at the ingredient label, and see, does it have 5 ingredients or less? Cool, it has less than 5. We're off to a good start. Are there things in there that you can't pronounce, you don't know what they mean, you don't know what they are derived from, and you don't know what they do to your body? Then put it back down, right? We have not evolved yet to a point where we can eat all kinds of man-made foods, right? Man-made additives and everything. They just tend to not do well for us, and getting away from them is the first step. Getting away from them and learning what they do to you is the first step in creating better nutritional habits. I think that's the gist of it. I can't remember any other big questions. If you have them, you guys use the Facebook page, interact on the Facebook page. I've already posted a willpower, an article on how to develop willpower. It's just like any other muscle. We can develop that. And I saw, like I said, there's a 2 recipe books. There's a meal prep hack on there, like how to meal prep in an hour. So basically prepare your food for the week in 1 hour. That's some pretty good ROI, if you ask me. I can't think of anything else. Got questions? Use Facebook. Text me. Message me. I want to see all of us succeed at this. I will be posting some videos from time to time. Most of you know that I live with my in-laws. I have very little control over what is in the pantry, and they both have a sweet tooth. I also have very little control over the fridge, which means meal prepping and stuff is a challenge for me. So we're going to see how that goes and what I end up doing. All right, guys, be good. I'll talk to you.